Hey guys, I know I've been promising this for a while, so here we are. I'm going to move on to the next Junie B book. This one is Junie B first grader, Toothless Wonder. So what do you think is going to happen in this book? Look at the picture. What is she doing? Let's read the back of it. It says, the world's funniest first grader is back in Junie B first grader, Toothless Wonder. One of Junie B. Jones's top front teeth is loose. Only Junie B. is not thrilled about this development, because what if she looks like Toothless Uncle Lou? And even worse, what's all this tooth fairy business? Like, who is this woman really? And what does she do with all those used teeth? So many questions, so little time. That's what was on the back of the book, okay? So here we go. Junie B, first grader, Toothless Wonder, by Barbara Park. And this one also has 9 chapters, so we'll do a chapter at a time. Chapter 1 is called Prizes. Friday, dear first grade journal. Today we are having a speaker in room 1. She is going to tell us all about recycling. Recycling is when you wash your trash, I believe. Mr. Scary said to write in our journals till the speaker gets here, only I don't even feel like writing today because I have a loose tooth, that's why. And that thing is driving me crazy. Also, every time I write in this journal, I have to look up words in the dumb dictionary. Except sometimes Mrs. Scary spells the words on the board for us. And then I have to cross out my mistakes. Plus also, I erase holes in my paper. Spelling is not a breeze, I tell you. That is all I feel like writing today. And I am done with this thing. And I mean it. From Junie B, first grader. So if you remember now that she's in first grade, she starts off her days by writing in her journal. And what is she doing? What is she doing? I put down my pencil and I opened my mouth. Then I reached in my finger and I wiggled my tooth. That thing has been loose for a very long time. Only no matter how hard I wiggle it, it still won't come out. I pulled on it a teensy bit. Ow, that hurt, you dumb bunny tooth, I said. May turned her head and looked at me. May sits next to me in room 1. She is not a pleasure. You shouldn't say dumb bunny, Junie Jones, she said. Dumb bunny is not a nice word. I raised my eyebrows at her. Oh, really? I said. Well, thank you for telling me that, dumb bunny May. Just then, May's face got puffy and red. Don't say that word, I told you, she hollered. My teacher stood up at his desk. Problem back there, girls, he said. Yes, Mr. Scary, said May. There's always a problem back here, and her name is Junie Jones. I stamped my foot. B, May, I said. B, 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 B. You're always forgetting my B. Mr. Scary closed his eyes. Please, girls, can't we just have one morning without any spats? I looked surprised at that man. But I didn't even spat, Mr. Scary, I said. My mother doesn't let me spat, not even on the sidewalk. After that, I went up to his desk and I smiled very cute. I have a loose tooth, I said. Would you like to see it, Mr. Scary? Huh? Would you? I opened my mouth and I wiggled at him. See how loose it is? It is a loosey-goosey, isn't it? I said. He smiled. Wow, it really is loose, Junie B, he said. And it's a top tooth, too. Losing a top tooth is the best. I looked puzzled. It is? How come it's the best, Mr. Scary? I said. Is a top tooth funner than a bottom tooth, do you mean? Because last year I lost a bottom tooth and I didn't actually get a kick out of it. My teacher did a chuckle. But when you lose a top tooth, Your smile looks really cute, Junie B, he said. And when your new tooth comes in, you'll start looking like a big kid. I did a gasp at that news. A big kid, I said. Really? I'm going to look like a big kid? Mr. Scary nodded. Sure you are, he said. Here, I'll show you what I mean. He looked around the room. Class, does anyone in here have their big top teeth yet? If so, please raise your hand, he said. All the children looked and looked at each other, but no one raised their hand. Mr. Scary was surprised. Really? He said. No kidding? No one in our class has lost the top front tooth yet? Huh? He turned around and shook my hand. Well, congratulations, Junie B. Jones, he said. It looks like you're going to be the first person in room 1 with a big top tooth. I felt very thrilled. Thank you, I said. Then I skipped back to my seat and I sat down real proud. May did a huffy breath at me. Big deal. What's so special about losing a top tooth, she said. Everyone in our whole room is going to lose their top teeth, Junie Jones. It's not like you're the only one, you know. I did a huffy breath right back at her. Yes, May, I know I'm not the only one, I said, but I am the first one. And the first one is the winner. So there, ha-ha on you. May crossed her arms. Well, if you're the winner then, where's your prize? Huh, Junie Jones? I don't see a prize. Do you? I tapped my fingers, kind of stumped. Then I hurried back to my teacher's desk again, and I patted him on the shoulder. Okay, here's the thing, I said. The children are wondering where's my prize for being the tooth winner. And so, how would you like to handle the situation? Mr. Scary did not answer right away. Finally, he shrugged. Well, the truth is, there aren't any prizes, he said. I wasn't exactly running a contest, you know. Yes, I know, I said, but I bet you could come up with a little something to make me happy. I pointed at his desk drawer. I bet there's something in there probably. Teachers always have good stuff in their desk drawers, right? And so why don't we take a little look-see? Mr. Scary ran his fingers through his hair. Then at last he opened his drawer. Whoa! Is that a stapler I see there? I said. A stapler would be good, don't you think? I could really pound that thing, I bet. And so if you'll just hand it over, I will be on my way. Mr. Junie B shook his head. No, Junie B. Mr. Scary shook his head. I'm sorry. No, Junie B, he said. No stapler. I looked some more. Hey, hold the phone, I said. Is that Tums I'm looking at? I leaned closer. Yes, it is Tums, Mr. Scary. You've got Tums, just like my Grandpa Miller. And so I bet you suffer from gas and bloating. Am I correct? Mr. Scary quick closed the drawer. Then he went to the supply closet and he got out a piece of shiny silver paper. And he scribbled a star. He cut it out and pinned it on my shirt. There, he said, that's your prize for your tooth, okay? You get to wear a shiny star for being the winner. Now, please go back to your seat. I looked down at my star. Yeah, only I don't actually think this is your best work, I said, kind of quiet. Mr. Scary pointed to my desk. He was not having a good morning, I think. I went back and sat down. May sneaked a peek at my star. I tried to act proud of it. Well, what do you know? A prize, I said. May did a mad breath and quick turned away. I looked down at my star again. This time, it looked prettier, I think. And so there's Junie B, see her star on her shirt, and there's May turned away from her. And that's the end of chapter 1. Okay, I'll be back with another video for chapter 2. Bye.